Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be looking at something pretty amazing.
Yeah.
A new vision language model
Mm-hmm.
called LLaVA-o1.
It's a good one.
Now you might be thinking,
Yeah.
another AI model.
Right.
What's the big deal?
Yeah. What's so special about this one?
But trust me, this one's different.
It is.
And we've got this research paper here called
LLaVA-o1.
LLA-o1: Let Vision Language Models Reason Step by Step.
Catchy title.
Yeah.
I like it.
And it's really giving us a sneak peek into how AI could get really good at understanding images and figuring things out.
Absolutely. And, the researchers behind this are from some pretty impressive places.
Yeah.
Peking University, Alibaba, Lehigh University.
Oh,
So they're tackling a big problem
Okay.
with current vision language models, or VLMs as they're called.
okay.
And the problem is
Yeah.
most of them tend to just jump to conclusions, which leads to mistakes.
Right. So they're not really thinking things through carefully.
Exactly. It's like they're trying to guess the answer to a riddle without, actually considering all the clues, taking their time, thinking it through.
So imagine you're looking at a picture
Right.
and you're trying to answer a question about it.
Okay.
LLaVA-o1 doesn't just take a wild guess.
No.
It actually breaks the problem down into stages,
Uh-huh.
kind of like a detective gathering evidence.
Yeah, it's a very systematic approach.
I like that.
It starts by summarizing the task.
Okay.
Then it describes the important parts of the image, the key elements. And then here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
It goes through this reasoning stage, like laying out its logic step by step
Oh, wow.
before arriving at a conclusion.
So it's like it's explaining its thought process as it goes.
Exactly.
Now, how is this different from other AI models
Okay.
that use chain of thought?
Right.
Because they try to explain their thinking, too.
Okay. You're absolutely right. Those models also attempt to explain their reasoning.
Yeah.
But, sometimes it can get messy, like a stream of consciousness.
Uh-huh.
But LLaVA-o1
Yeah.
uses special tags to keep its thoughts organized. So it's much clearer how it arrives at the answer.
So it's like it's showing its work,
Yes.
just like your math teacher always told you.
Exactly.
Now, to train this model, they needed a data set
Right.
that wasn't just about simple question and answer pairs. They needed something that showed how to reason through problems step by step.
Right, because they wanted to teach the model to think like a human.
Yeah.
And so they came up with this really ingenious solution.
Okay.
They created this new data set called a LLaVA-o1 100K.
LLaVA-o1 100K.
Okay. And get this, they actually used GPT-4o
Real?
to help generate the detailed reasoning examples.
So they used one super smart AI
Yes.
to teach another one how to think.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that is wild.
Yeah.
So they basically fed LLaVA-o1 a ton of examples of good reasoning.
Right.
Just with the ropes.
Exactly. They fine-tuned a pre-existing model
Right.
called Llama 3.2 11B Vision Instruct
Okay.
using this new LLaVA-o1 100K data set.
Okay.
So think of it like this.
Yeah.
You have an athlete who's already pretty talented, but then you give them a specialized training program
Okay.
to really hone their skills.
Take them to the next level.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about how LLaVA-o1 breaks down problems into stages.
Yes.
And how it learns from a super smart AI.
Right.
But what about this stage level beam search thing?
Ah, yes.
That sounds pretty intense.
It's a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's actually a key part of what makes LLaVA-o1 so powerful.
Okay.
So imagine you're trying to find the best route to get somewhere. You might consider multiple paths, weighing the pros and cons of each one before making a decision.
Yeah.
It's kind of what stage-level beam search does.
So it's like LLaVA-o1 is constantly second-guessing itself.
Yeah.
Trying to find the best possible answer at each step.
Precisely.
And are the results impressive?
Oh, they are very impressive.
Spill the tea.
Well, across a range of reasoning benchmarks, we're talking about a significant improvement, almost 9% on average.
Wow. 9%.
Yeah. And get this, it's actually beating out some models that are much larger.
Really?
Including some that are closed source.
What does closed source mean?
Meaning we don't even know how they work.
Oh, wow. So it's beating out models that are bigger
Yeah.
and more mysterious?
It's pretty remarkable.
That is amazing. So this structured thinking approach, combined with this clever training data is really paying off.
Absolutely. It's like they've cracked the code to making AI more logical and reliable.
That's incredible.
And that opens up so many possibilities.
I can't wait to hear about those possibilities.
Oh, there are many.
But before we get ahead of ourselves,
right,
let's dive into some specific examples of how LLaVA-o1 actually works in practice.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. Let's jump right in.
Let's do it. All right, so picture this. You're looking at an image with different colored shapes. And you're asked a question about what's left after you take away certain types. It's like a classic visual reasoning puzzle.
I'm picturing it, yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like you need to pay attention to detail.
Yes.
And follow the instructions carefully.
Absolutely.
What happened when they gave this problem to the AI models?
Well, the base model, the one they started with before all the fancy training, actually messed up.
Oh, no.
It kind of misinterpreted the instructions and ended up with the wrong answer.
So it jumped to conclusions.
Exactly.
It didn't really understand.
Yeah, it didn't grasp the whole picture. But LLaVA-o1, with its methodical step-by-step approach, aced it.
Nice.
First, it summarized the problem. Made sure it understood the task. Then, it carefully described all the important objects in the image.
Oh, so it's like laying out all the evidence.
Exactly.
Before making any judgments.
Precisely.
No jumping to conclusions here.
No jumping to conclusions.
I like that.
And then in the reasoning stage, it really shined.
Yeah.
It meticulously counted each object, identified the ones that needed to be subtracted, and did the calculation.
So it's like watching a mini detective at work.
Yes.
Amazing.
Very impressive.
And, of course, all that careful work.
Yes.
Led to the correct answer.
It did.
It's amazing how that structured approach can really make a difference.
It makes all the difference.
But let's be honest, counting shapes is one thing.
Right.
What about a problem that's a bit more...
more complex.
More scientific.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So imagine an image showing a block of polymer fixed between two plates.
Right. I'm picturing it.
And the question asks about the shear modulus of the polymer, based on the force applied and how much the top plate moves.
Okay, so this requires...
a little bit of physics knowledge.
Physics knowledge, yeah. You need to understand the concepts and apply a formula.
Exactly.
This isn't just about counting shapes anymore.
No, this is next level.
So how did the models handle this one?
Well, the base model, once again, struggled.
Okay.
It managed to pick out some of the important information from the image.
Okay.
But got tripped up when it came to applying the formula correctly.
Oh.
And you know what that means.
Wrong answer.
Wrong answer.
So it's like it understood the general idea.
It had the general concept.
But didn't have the precision.
Yeah, it lacked that precision.
To nail the details.
They get those details right.
It's almost more frustrating than getting it completely wrong.
I know. It's like you're so close, but yet so far.
Yeah.
And this actually highlights a common issue with AI models.
Oh.
They can sometimes grasp the big picture, but lack the accuracy and logical flow needed for complex problem solving.
But I'm guessing LLaVA-o1, with its super organized brain,
it
did not have this issue.
LLaVA-o1 did not have this issue.
All right, tell me more.
It followed that same structured approach.
Yes.
Summarizing the problem, describing the key details from the image, and most importantly, laying out the reasoning in a clear step-by-step manner.
Oh, wow.
Including the correct application of that tricky formula.
It's like watching a student solve a math problem.
Yes.
Show their work step by step.
Exactly.
To make sure they didn't miss anything.
Precisely.
And that methodical approach led LLaVA-o1 straight to the right answer.
You're straight to the right answer.
These examples really highlight the power of this model.
They really do.
That structured reasoning.
Yes.
Combined with that self-refining stage-level beam search we discussed, leads to more accurate and reliable problem solving.
Exactly.
This is a pretty big deal.
It's a game changer.
Now, you mentioned earlier that this opens up a ton of possibilities.
Look,
can you give us a glimpse of what those might be?
Sure.
What could this mean for the future of AI?
Well, the researchers are already looking at ways to make LLaVA-o1 even better. They're exploring things like external verifiers.
External verifiers? What are those?
Which would allow the model to double-check its work.
Oh, wow.
And reinforcement learning. Which would help it learn from its mistakes.
So you're saying that AI could not only solve problems in a logical way, but also fact-check itself and learn from its errors.
Exactly.
That's starting to sound a lot like human intelligence.
It is getting closer and closer, isn't it?
Yeah.
And imagine the implications.
Yeah.
Doctors using LLaVA-o1 to analyze medical images with even greater accuracy.
Wow.
Leading to earlier diagnoses and more effective treatments.
That's incredible.
Or scientists using it to make groundbreaking discoveries, accelerating progress in fields like medicine and material science.
So we're not just talking about solving puzzles anymore.
No.
We're talking about real-world impact.
Real-world impact. That's what it's all about.
This is big.
It is big.
But before we get too carried away with all the amazing possibilities, let's take a step back.
Okay.
And talk about a crucial element of this research.
Right.
The dataset.
Yes, the dataset.
That incredible LLaVA-o1 100K dataset. It's not just any old collection of images and questions.
No, it's not.
It's the fuel that powers this amazing model.
It's the secret sauce.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this secret sauce.
All right, let's break it down.
Okay.
So think about it this way. The LLaVA-o1 100K dataset is like a masterclass in reasoning.
Okay.
It's not just about having a lot of examples. It's about having the right kind of example.
Okay.
Presented in a way that helps the model understand how to think things through.
So it's not just quantity, it's quality and structure.
You got it.
Yeah.
It's like they carefully crafted this data set to guide the model's learning.
And remind me, what are those 4 stages of reasoning we were talking about?
Right. So we've got the summary, the caption, the reasoning, and the conclusion.
Right. And the LLaVA-o1 100K data set has examples for each of these to show the model how to approach different kinds of problems.
Yeah, it's like giving the model a step-by-step guide to becoming a reasoning whiz.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this data set is clearly well thought out. But what kinds of problems does it actually cover?
Well, it's designed to be really diverse.
Okay.
So LLaVA-o1 can handle a wide range of challenges.
Makes sense.
You've got your general visual question answering data sets like Share GPT-4V and Chart QA, which cover all sorts of everyday scenarios.
Okay.
But it doesn't stop there.
Right, because we talked about those tougher, more scientific problems.
Exactly. They also included data sets like GeoQA Plus for geometry problems and AI2D and Science QA for those really challenging scientific questions.
So it's like they created a mental gym for LLaVA-o1 with all sorts of different exercises to strengthen its reasoning muscles.
Love that analogy.
And we can't forget about that secret weapon.
What's that?
They used to create this data set,
yeah.
GPT-4o.
That's right. GPT-4o played a crucial role in generating those step-by-step reasoning examples.
Wow, so they really went all out.
They did.
To make sure everything was
clear, logical, and top-notch quality.
It's like they hired the best tutor in the world.
The best of the best.
To guide LLaVA-o1's learning.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
No wonder it's performing so well.
Exactly.
This data set's a game changer.
It is.
It's not just about bigger models anymore. It's about smarter models.
Smarter models.
Models that can think strategically and logically.
That can reason like we do.
So why should the average person be excited about this?
Oh, there's so many reasons.
Yeah.
Think about it. What if doctors could use LLaVA-o1 to analyze medical images with even greater accuracy?
Okay.
Potentially catching diseases earlier.
That would be incredible.
It would, right?
Really?
Or what if scientists could use it to accelerate their research?
Okay.
Leading to breakthroughs in medicine, material science, or even climate change?
So we're not just talking about solving puzzles.
No, we're not.
We're talking about real-world impact.
Real-world impact that could change lives.
This is amazing.
It is.
I'm feeling pretty optimistic about the future of AI.
Me too.
LLaVA-o1 is proof that we're on the right track.
Yeah.
Moving towards AI that can not only process information, but truly understand and reason about the world.
I completely agree.
Well, that about wraps up our deep dive into LLaVA-o1.
It's been a fascinating journey.
Exploring the inner workings of this model. From its structured reasoning approach to its powerful training data.
Absolutely.
And let's not forget about that self-refining stage-level beam search.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
It's clear that LLaVA-o1 represents a significant step forward in AI.
Couldn't agree more.
And I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Me too.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and until next time, keep exploring.
And keep those brains engaged.
See you later.